Your underwear is ruining your health.
Polyester has quickly become one of the most used underwear fabrics for both men and women. A study examining the difference in effects of various clothing showed by the end of the 24 months polyester caused a significant decrease in sperm count and motile sperms. The testicular biopsy showed degenerative changes. It concluded the polyester pants thus had a deleterious effect on spermatogenesis. It does not stop there. A NIH study noted that polyester can, in fact, act as a 100% contraception for men. On top of this, when you sweat in polyester, it releases the chemical antimony oxide, which is dissolved with sweat and absorbed by the skin. This can cause heart, liver, kidney, and skin ailments.
This is a story of fashion, petroleum, and us. At the heart of the story, we find plastic. Our oceans are contaminated with the plastics we have been using since the 50s. Like polyethylene, PET, PVC, and styrofoam. They make bags, bottles, packaging, nets, and everything we need very cheaply. But the problem is that they don't degrade. They just break down into smaller and smaller pieces called micro and nanoplastics, eventually finding their way into animal life. Microplastics were even recently discovered in human blood in March of 2022 by Professor DeHack. We asked him, what type of plastic is getting into our blood?
Well, the interesting thing is, if you talk about clothes, you're looking at these plastic particles. And one of the more predominant plastic particle types are fibers.
Plastic fibers, aka polyester. According to the Textile Exchange, 52% of all textiles produced are made of polyester. But what is polyester made from?
Hydrocarbons.
And we must end our dependency on all Russian hydrocarbons.
I don't think we can turn our backs entirely on hydrocarbons.
Hydrocarbons. Polyesters are hydrocarbons, also known as petroleum or natural gas. The same petroleum that is causing conflicts all over the world and creating oil spills and excessive CO2 emissions is also what we are wearing on our skin.
Let's move on to the next one. Health impacts are accumulating. Synthetic clothing became mainstay in the 1960s, which means its chemicals have been in contact with human skin for just half a century. In those same 50 years, according to the World Health Organization, the industrialized parts of the world have experienced the following. Up to 1/3 of married couples today experience fertility problems. Now, one of the things you girls got boys to do, because we want it, to always keep you down until the 60s. And then women say, wait a minute, we're going to talk back. We're not going to let you keep us down anymore. So you got us by the 70s. You got us to wear panties. A man would never have worn panties in the 60s and before that. What the hell is this stuff? These panty-looking, colorful things you suck on us. So you guys took over really quick with one fell swoop. You got us in underpants that looked like girls' panties. And once that happened, we didn't have these trousers that we were very loose in and free in, and our testes were able to do what they always did throughout history. They started to realize infertility became a big problem, because if you stick testes up into a man's body and they get hot, guess what? It kills. Sperm. So it's not only a female problem. Respiratory disease rose 160%. We're looking, where's there mold on the wall? How about the carpet? How about, oh my God, how about the shirt I'm wearing? How about the polyester bra that I have? Sticking my breast up so men are going to be happy I have perky breast. Not turkey breast, maybe turkey breast, I don't know. So it's insanity. I can tell you, women did not invent bras that do that. It had to be some masochist as a man that did that. This is in European and North American preschoolers. Contact dermatitis and other skin ailments have become widespread. 1 in 2 males and 1 in 3 females will develop cancer. Now, we're not saying this is the only cause of cancer, but we are saying this is definitely a major player, or Brian Clement and Anna Marie Clement do not write about these things. And do we write about this the first day we think it? No, we spend decades thinking about it, observing it, reading research on it, accumulating what's real, and then presenting it to the public. So we don't have an idea or philosophy. We're not telling you factual information. It's up to you what you decide to do with truth. You can either say, like I was in Brentwood, California a month ago, speaking to all the Hollywood types, and they just couldn't get over when I got onto this subject. And one really confused pretty girl in the back of the room stood up and said, you mean to tell me I've got to get rid of my whole wardrobe? I said, baby, the way you look, I wish you did. I didn't say that. I was thinking that. And I said, you mean to tell me your wardrobe is more important than what I've just talked about for the last 20 minutes? That the way you look and the money you spent on your wardrobe is more interesting to you than cancer and brain disorders and neurological concerns? I said, well, maybe you shouldn't get rid of that, because it will have one less person who's self-involved on the planet if you continue to wear those clothes the way you are. And that's my sentiment. If people aren't willing to make changes, why should you be here? Nature is loving, but the fact is, it's real. It will let you do exactly what you want to do. It's all about human what again? Perception. Women now have a 1 in 8 chance of developing breast cancer. Interesting. So what really provoked Anna Marie and I to start thinking about this seriously decades ago is we noticed that women that had polyester bras on had significantly larger numbers of breast cancer concerns than women that didn't wear polyester bras. The granola girls from my generation, the braless girls, or the hippies who basically wore the rare cotton under bra. We found out then that there was a 6-time greater chance for you to contract breast cancer if you wore man-made fiber bras. I will repeat this because I know you don't want to hear it, because in this room I promised you today at a health conference that you're supposed to be listening to truth. I would imagine that 85 to 95% of you have man-made fiber bras on, because it's almost a life's work to find a cotton bra now. It's almost a life's work to do it. You don't get on the internet if you don't know the... Now, we're going to make you all pull your shirts up in a minute, by the way. You didn't know that before you signed up, did you? Wait till we get the guys to pull their trousers down. See, they're wearing those sissy girl stuff. We can do that for you girls, because if they're wearing that stuff, don't marry them. They won't have babies. But if you happen to be a big bosom woman, you basically have an 8 to 9 time greater chance of contracting breast cancer with a synthetic bra that also has something called a what in it? Underwire. Now, Anna Maria last night, if you were listening astutely, said to you, we just had a very healthy yoga instructor who, by the way, ate a vegan diet, come to us with cancer. And how she came to us, she picked up this book, and she read Killer Clothes and said, oh my God, not one doctor, I've been to 4 holistic doctors, ever mentioned clothes to me once. And she came, not the doctor, came to the realization why I now have breast cancer is because where that underwire was, me doing yoga 6 days a week, leading people as a health expert, being a vegan, is really how I got the cancer. Can you imagine how perplexed this young lady was, who for year after year was doing the right thing, but it was underwiring and synthetic fiber clothing that literally was the clincher. That's what caused the breast cancer in her.